Well, She-Hulk finale. That's about all I can say. Greetings, Dave here, DCBFX. Just going to do this on the desk, everything here. I just don't want to feel like green screening all this down. I just finished today, well, yesterday. This is all confusing. I taped these the day before, and then I put them up for it. So if it's Friday's video, I do it on Thursday. So I saw She-Hulk today. Maybe, now, I think back this sometimes, and as I haven't really been a fan since Endgame. Now, Endgame was okay. Actually, I loved Infinity War. Endgame was kind of okay. We wrapped up the story. We're good. We're done. But I think back to Doctor Strange, the first movie. I didn't like the second one either, so maybe that's just part and parcel of it. When the Ancient One says to Stephen, it's not about you. So I'm thinking what's going on here is these movies are not for me. I have lots of friends online who are like raving about this, saying, that was awesome. Yeah, I didn't enjoy any of this other than when Daredevil showed up and he was fighting. That was cool. The Walk of Shame. When he was in Daredevil, fine. When they got into the romantic stuff, I think of this much like Star Wars. Was a big Star Wars fan. Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. I can't tell you how many times I watched those. I really can't. I watched them so many times. I saw Star Wars in the theater like 16 times. I was 10 years old. It was a cool movie. Went and saw it. It's all good. Empire, saw it a lot in the theater. Jedi, saw it a lot in the theater. And the prequels then came. And, okay. Twice, maybe. I have them on DVD. I don't watch them very often. The final three. So, The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and The Rise of Skywalker. Once on all of them. And here's the point I'm making here. When we're watching The Last Jedi, I'm watching on Netflix because it didn't come out available on Netflix because I'm not going to spend money seeing it in the theaters. Not going to happen. My wife and I are watching it, and we're just watching it. Pause. Half an hour? Oh, are you kidding me? There's still half an hour to go? Oh. Now, I've lost friends on Facebook over this. I just said I didn't like the movie. And unfriend, which is fine. It's fine. Knock stuff up. But same thing with She-Hulk. I'm going through the finale and pause. It's a 23-minute episode. Pause. Oh, still halfway. Okay. If you look at it this way, 9 episodes, 23 minutes each. What's that? 200 hours. 200 hours, 200 minutes. Kind of back. I really didn't enjoy any of it. I didn't like a lot of what they brought forward. And I guess it's not for me. And then the wrap up of this, with Kevin and everything else. And it's just came out. I'm not going to spoil anything. This is not like it's, a week later. This is the day of I'm taping this. This is, you're seeing this the day after. I'll give you time to watch it. I didn't like it. I didn't like any of it. And the stuff at the end was contrived. And it's like, oh, are you kidding me? So it just wasn't for me. Now, I can see that, that's how things work. I'm a big comic geek. I've said that before. I'm a huge comic geek. I've been reading comics since I was 7. So I'm 55. So that's 48 years. A long time. I didn't really read any of the John Byrne She-Hulk. At the time it came out, I was in university and I only had so much money for comics. And, I'm a big Nightwing fan, big DC Comics fan. So the Marvel stuff wasn't huge for me. I did like some of the characters. I did enjoy Quasar. I thought was great. I thought that was a great character and a really good series. That was obviously later in the 90s. But yeah, I never read in it. To me, She-Hulk was when Byrne brought her into the Fantastic Four after Secret Wars. That was the She-Hulk I have. And what they're doing now, it's a different one. It's the fourth wall breaking, all that stuff. Everyone says it's just so great. It's so much like the comics. I didn't read them. I could find them online. I could read them. I'm not going to spend that kind of time doing that. But it didn't speak to me at all. And even everything after Endgame just doesn't speak to me. Spider-Man No Way Home. Same thing. Is this over yet? Soon? Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. Should have called it Wanda, co-starring Doctor Strange. Thor. Okay. Just a lot of stuff I haven't liked so much. WandaVision, we brought the Vision back and then didn't do anything. He flew off and nothing. We haven't seen him since. He wasn't even in Multiverse of Madness. These came out a while ago. I'm not spoiling anything. If I have spoiled it for you, well, it's been out for a long time. You can go see it. Falcon and Winter Soldier. I liked Hawkeye well enough. That was pretty good. Loki was good as a slow to start. Once I got into it, it was pretty good. But none of them is stellar. This is a guy who watched Iron Man a couple times a year. It's just, I'm bored of Iron Man. My wife goes, you've seen this like several dozen times. And again, much like I just finished watching The Stand again. I do this every year. Much like I'll watch V. As I've said this before in other videos, if you look around, you can see on my whole library here. I watched V at the beginning of May. I watched The Stand in the middle of June. All those things. So I'm bored. Iron Man. What's the reason now? Well, there's just a snowstorm. Well, there's not now, but I'm saying why? Well, why not? Okay. And bless her heart, she just puts up with me. It's just all good. But these are movies I'll watch again and again and again and again. In fact, last year with my student from Germany, we went through the whole thing. I have, this that I use. And we did that with her, and we put on the subtitles, and I don't like subtitles. We put them on so she can follow along because she's German. Doing this again this year, I have a student from Spain, and she wants to do the same thing. She says, I've never seen them all. Can we go through this? Right now she's watching Harry Potter with my kids because my youngest is taking a class on Harry Potter and has to sort of know the movie. So he's home on reading week, so let's watch them all. So they're up to movie, I think, 7 now, so they're close. But she wants to do that soon. So we'll use this order here to go through it all and figure out which way, so starting off in that frame, we're going to have Captain America, then Captain Marvel, then Iron Man, and go through the list, except for the Hulk. I'm not going to watch the Hulk. Now, I have all of them on Blu-ray, but the Hulk, because I'm not going to watch it. And I don't have Spider-Man on Blu-ray, just have it on DVD, the Homecoming. And Black Panther I don't have. Black Panther's okay. It just wasn't something I want to really go back to a lot. I'm not running out to go watch it again. It was all right. It made $1 billion in the theater, which is great, but it wasn't a movie that speaks to me too much. Anyway, so I'm through it. I watched it, and as I've said, I kept my mouth shut online. I didn't say anything about this is crap because it's just, I've made some videos and went, and that's what I'm saying about this. The finale. Okay. Maybe it's something that's really cool things. There's some cool things could be coming. Shades of World War Hulk. But I just didn't enjoy it. And I got to the end of it and went, ugh. So now that is, Thursday night as I'm taping this for Friday, I still have Lower Decks to go through and I'm looking forward to that. Now, hopefully it's not what we had last week. Last week's episode was a filler, and it's 10 episodes a season. Like, why is there a filler episode on Lower Decks? Lower Decks was so good, and it's just starting to let me down with that last episode. Hopefully it's better. It looks cool. I just need to pop it in and see it, so I'm going to watch that. But I want to talk about this first. So, as I've said, if you like this, hey, man, great. More power to you. I, by no means, and I've done a video on this before, that everyone's allowed their own opinion. And if you love it, great. I don't. But you know what? I'm allowed my own opinion too, because even though as an older fella, although I've been told, a few people said, yeah, keep the beard off, man. You look a lot younger, which is fine. I'm 55. I'm allowed to look old because I'm old. But it's not everything's made for me. And I understand that. That's why I have a huge wall of videos that I can watch whatever I want, whenever I want, because it's for me, because I love The Rocketeer. Why do you love The Rocketeer? I love The Rocketeer. It's a great movie. I love it. It's just everything is so good. Well, okay, then don't watch it. So that's my wrap up on that. I know a lot of people will just come and look at these videos and go, whatever. And I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to just say, here's my thoughts on it. I didn't like it. If you like it, great. And I'm sure there's things out there that you like that I don't like. My video on Krull, a few people said, well, it was great when I was a kid. Great. I watched it when I was 55. I didn't like it. It was very plotting, are you kidding me? But all other movies that I've just watched recently with my student from Spain, we watched Princess Bride. Never seen it. Never heard of it. Loved it. She thought it was great because it's classic. Whew. All over the place here today. In the end, I didn't like it, but it doesn't mean anything. It's a movie, it's a series, and people watched it, and great. And it wasn't for me. So there you go. That's just my take on it. And hey, that's all I need to say about that. So everyone have a great day. Everyone have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you all later.